And in recent and continued controversy, Paradox Interactive has finally taken the hammer to White Wolf. In a blog post posted yesterday on Friday by Shams Drajani, who is VP of Business Development at Paradox Interactive and now interim manager at White Wolf, he writes, "Hello everyone, my name is Shams Drajani, VP of Business Development at Paradox Interactive and interim manager at White Wolf Publishing. I wanted to inform you of some changes that will be implemented at White Wolf starting immediately. Sales and printing of the V5 Kamaria and Anarch books will be temporarily suspended. The section on Chechnya will be removed in both the print and PDF versions of the Kamaria handbook. We anticipate this will require about 3 weeks. This means shipping will be delayed. If you've pre-ordered a copy of Kamaria or Anarchs, further information will follow via email. In practical terms, White Wolf will no longer function as a separate entity. The White Wolf team will be restructured and integrated directly into Paradox Interactive, and I will be temporarily managing things during this process. We are recruiting new leadership to guide White Wolf both creatively and commercially into the future, a process that has been ongoing since September. Going forward, White Wolf will focus on brand management. This means White Wolf will develop its guiding principles for its vision of the world of darkness and give licenses the tools they need to create new, excellent products in this story world. White Wolf will no longer develop and publish these products internally. This has always been the intended goal for White Wolf as a company, and it is now time to enact it. The world of darkness has been about horror, and horror is about exploring the darkest parts of our society, our culture, and ourselves. Horror should not be afraid to explore difficult or sensitive topics, but it should never do so without understanding who those topics are about and what it means to them. Real evil does exist in this world, and we can't excuse its real perpetrators or cheapen the suffering of its real victims. In the Chechnya chapter of the V5 Kamaria book, we lost sight of this. The result was a chapter that dealt with a real-world ongoing tragedy in a crude and disrespectful way. We should have identified this either during the creative process or in editing. This did not happen, and for this we apologize. We ask for your patience while implementing these changes. In the meantime, let's keep talking. I'm available for any and all thoughts, comments, and feedbacks on shams.drajani@paradoxinteractive.com. Now, Vampire 5th Edition has had quite a bit of trouble just from the get-go, with a notable playtest character that was interpreted as a pedophile. And back in July, there was a post by Dog with Dice, which created a big stir with his blog post how White Wolf marketed Vampire the Masquerade to the alt-right and neo-Nazis. And this created quite a stir with posts coming out on Polygon and leading up to the company having to do a public statement and Twitch AMA to just reboot that Vampire was not for Nazis. Then we have, in recent news, the Camarilla book, which had a section of the book talked about the Chechnya travesty and called it a media ruse. Now, honestly, this seems like it's been a long time coming. As the letter states, this has been a process since September. The Dog with Dice article, which sparked the most controversy, was back in July, in which it probably took some time for Paradox to notice and then start addressing what the problem was. It seems that this might have been the last straw that broke the camel's back. From digging around, it appears that this issue may have been only centered around one or two individuals. I do not know which individuals, but with this reorg, it seems that Paradox has identified people with contention and have since either eliminated them, removed them from the company, and now, at least from reading the letter, it seems as though they will no longer produce content and will only serve as reviewers of future content that is created and released for Vampire and World of Darkness. So we will see what happens, but interesting times, interesting news. But I think this is a good move by Paradox. This is finally what needed to be done to rein in the problems that V5 seems to have been having, and we will see what happens in the future. This is one person's opinions. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are and what's going on in White Wolf and Paradox Interactive. I'll see you on the next one.